Welcome to part 2 of sketchbook making for Art 1. Today we will be binding our sketchbooks. You will need your front and back cover, a spiral binding, and sketchbook pages. Take your top cover and line it up with your back cover, making sure the insides are facing each other. You want to make sure you have them in the direction that you want them, because once they're bound, you will not be able to make changes. We will be binding this sketchbook on the long side. Place your top front cover of your sketchbook in the machine, resting against the guide and pressed up against the back of the machine. This way you make sure your holes don't get cut off. Place it right up against the back and then gently pull down on the lever, which will punch the holes into your sketchbook. Once you've punched those holes, you'll notice that the holes did not go all the way across. You will then pull the guide out, press your sketchbook cover to the back, count 4 holes in, and put the peg into the 4th hole. This works as a guide to make sure that the holes will line up correctly as you punch the rest of the holes. And there you have it. Now take your bottom cover and make sure that you press the guide all the way in. Have the inside of the bottom cover facing up. Pull the lever down, and then you'll place it back into the machine, counting 4 holes in, placing the peg, the guide peg, into the 4th hole. Make sure your cover's pushed all the way to the back. Pull the lever down, lift up the peg, and there are your holes. Now, when you place your front and back cover together, the holes should line up perfectly. Next, we will then open up the cover and place your already punched sketchbook pages inside. Make sure the holes line up. Then place your top cover there on the top and hold them tightly together. You will then take your spiral binding and take the top of that into the bottom hole and twist it in. You'll take it, lift it, and guide it into the next hole, and then turn it. Okay. You'll lift a piece, guide it into the hole, and turn it. And you will continue this process until your spiral binding reaches the top of your sketchbook. Once you've reached the top, you then grab your scissors and snip off what's left of your spiral binding there at the bottom. And be sure to return this piece back to Mrs. Laswell so we can use it again for another project. And there you have it. Your sketchbook is successfully bound and ready for beautiful creations.